Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. I am Ashley, for those of you who are new. In today's video, I am just going to be using a skin tint that I picked up from Five and Below. So if you guys are interested, keep watching. Alright guys, so today's video, I am going to be using some skin tint from Five and Below that I picked up recently. So yes, let's go in. Jumping right in, I'm gonna go in with my little Revive RX skin barrier pad, and I've already done my skincare, of course, and I've already done my eyebrows off camera. I'm just gonna go in, and I just love these little pads, and just get any little thing that may be on the skin, and this just kind of moistens the skin a little bit and preps it for product. Alright guys, so next I'm gonna go in with my moisturizer, and that is going to be the Cream Daily Facial Moisturizer. I'm just gonna take a little bit and rub it in here. Really gives that base a hydrating look, and I've been using this for a while now. I'm gonna take a little bit under my eyes. So next I'm going to be using my Power Grip Matte Primer from e.l.f. And I really like to use this under my skin tints, because sometimes I notice that some of my skin tints will kind of slide and it starts to look a little bit oily. So this is a wonderful primer to use under. Your skin tint. It gives you that good matte base, but it's not super matte, but it's just sticky enough to like grip the makeup and makes it stay in place. So alright, so next I'm going to move on to my concealer, and today's concealer is the L'Oreal Skin Ink, and I have it in the shade 325. This is one of my go-tos because it's super thin. Like when I want that makeup, no makeup look, it's really good for that. And I like to work section by section with this because it dries really fast. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to color correct, so I'm just going to color correct this little darker area here, because I am using a skin tint and it's pretty sheer. So I'm going to need a little bit of extra coverage for this area. It only takes a little bit, and I'm just going to blend it out. Alrighty guys, so moving on to my skin tint, and like I said, I picked this up from Five and Below. Let me shake it up real good. So this is called Lazy Days Perfect Complexion Hydrating Skin Tint, and I have it in the shade 3. And this was only about $5 and some change. And it's pretty good. I've used it before. It's a buildable skin tint that provides sheer natural coverage infused with nourishing ingredients. It offers a radiant, dewy finish and helps to hydrate the skin for a fresh, healthy glow. So I poured about this much on my hands, and hopefully it covers my whole face. And I'm not going to contour today because I'm just going to go in with a deep bronzer because I want this to be like a fresh look here. Look at that. Coverage is amazing. Yeah, I believe this little amount is gonna, well, not little amount, but this amount is gonna do my whole face. It's very nice. And it does give dewy. Look at that. Definitely gives a dewy finish. Bring it down the neck just a little bit. Just going right over that area. And I color correct it. Now, I might need just a little bit more to cover this area because I kind of put all of it on this side. So I'm just going to use just a tad bit more. A couple of drops should do it. Not this much. And this said that it's buildable, so I'm just going to, because I still have a few hyperpigmentation marks there. And I just want to go over that. And I don't mind, you know, it showing through a little bit. I just want to make sure that it's evenly covered. This particular area, it's not really covering it good. And I think I knocked off. I should have set my corrector with powder. That's okay though. We're just gonna keep going. Okay, so we got the skin tint on, and it's definitely giving like a dewy, refreshed, hydrating look. So I do like this. And like I said, I have used it before. I think it is really nice. I've tried a few skin tints, and I'm not going to say that this one is like my absolute favorite, but I would definitely wear it. It's not something that I will put in the back of the drawer and just kind of forget about. So it's definitely a nice little buy for $5 or $6. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm going to go ahead and set it. I'm gonna set my concealer, and I'm using the Morphe Banana Rich powder to set. And you know what? I used to really like this powder, but I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like it's something that's just not right about it. I really want to get my hands on that new powder that they released. I think it's like 4 of them in a little container, and you can, in the sifter, and you can choose which one you want to use. You can even mix them. I really want to try that. I think the next time I go to Ulta, I'll be looking out to try to get my hands on that one and see if I like that one, because this one used to be one of the top ones, but not so much anymore. I don't know. I just feel like I'm trying to get away from like the super bright eye, under eye, and super bright look. Yeah, so like I said, I wasn't going to contour, but I am going to use a deep bronzer, and the bronzer that I am using is the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hour Fresh Wear, and this is in the shade 550 Dark Deep. So I'm just gonna grab me a little brush, and this is like super pigmented, so I have to really take it easy with this one. And I like to bring this one out in the summertime because, of course, in the winter it's a little too deep for me. But I love this. It gives me like a nice little contouring alternative because it's so deep, but it's also kind of warm. So I'm gonna go ahead and contour or use it off from my nose. Okay, so so for blush, I'm going to be using the MCO Beauty Cheek and Lip Tint, and I've never used this as a lip shade, but I do like it as a blush. Um, it looks so deep and pigmented, but like once you put it on, it just blends out to this sheer perfection. Let me show you guys. So you see how deep it is? I'm just gonna take my brush and just kind of spread it out here. And then like once you put it on the cheeks, it just looks so sheer. And it doesn't take a lot either. Alright guys, so for my eyeshadow, I am going to be using my Morphe palette here, and this is the 35A Up Till Dawn palette. And I got this from my baby sister as a gift. She got it for me a while back. But I do use it a lot. Well, not a whole lot, but I do put some use into it. I love these colors. Like, they are not making these palettes anymore, and I don't know why. Like, you see a lot of smaller palettes. Like, I think the most recent one I got was like, I think they had like, let me see, maybe 12 shades in the pan. And then I see that they're creating threes now, trio palettes. So I don't know. I just really wish that Morphe would go back to creating these palettes because they are so good. And I have like two of them that I love to pull out, especially when I'm doing makeup. It just gives you a little options to play with. So I'm going to go in with Wild Abandon. Our first color here. Now I'm going to go in with Mystique. Just going to do that out of here. I think I'm going to use Fancy Flicker in this, or maybe 2 a.m. gym. Let me see which one. I think we're gonna go with Fancy Flicker. Looks like a pretty shimmery gold shade. Almost like a champagne color gold. Now we're gonna go back with Wild Abandon to the under eye here. Lower lid. So for my lip shade, I'm going old school and I'm going to use my MAC lipstick, and I have this in the Thanks It's MAC. And I love this shade because it's so like natural and I don't need a liner with it. It's like this pretty pinky, and this is like a satin finish. Okay, so I don't necessarily have to have a liner with this, but I'm gonna go ahead and use one, and I'm using the e.l.f. Dark Cocoa. I've gotten so used to using liners, brown liners specifically, but I do like the purple ones too. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face and I'll be right back, guys. So I went ahead and sprayed and set my face, and today I used my Power Grip Dewy Spray from e.l.f. And it just kind of added back that dewiness that was there before I added the powder. So I don't know, you guys let me know what you guys think. I love the skin tint, by the way. I feel like it's a good find, it's a good buy at Five and Below. If you guys see it in your shade, pick it up. I think you'll like it. But I do like the look of it. I do like how it played with the rest of my makeup. So I don't know, you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.